is the new trailer for the new hero and all of that as far as the new update goes for Overwatch Season 6. So, let's take a deep look and hopefully we get enough information before the new hero drops later on today and know what we're getting ourselves into, whether or not this will be a hero that I 100% will be playing. But it is a new support hero. So...
oppressed us. You have lived in fear. That ends now.
This is supposed to be the PvE, right?
This is not war. This is liberation.
The PvE mode that a lot of people are upset about. Regarding that, the story, little PvE mode that's coming out. We're not playing that. We only care about the new hero. Yeah, the story missions. Which so many people were like truly upset about. I'm saying so many people be upset about like the PvE aspect of Overwatch that did not play Overwatch. And like that does not play Overwatch. And didn't even read the full information regarding how the PvE mode is going to be different from what was originally announced. And there were so many like headlines and stuff like that, like bashing on Overwatch as regarding the PvE and like what the whole main basis and everything regarding Overwatch 2 was, that a lot of people didn't even take the time and look it into themselves because there were so many like clickbaity and misleading headlines regarding the PvE game mode and what it would entail as far as originally the vision of it being really in depth. And it was like, no, you know what, we ain't really got time for that, but this is what PvE mode will be now. And then instead it was just like the headlines were like, no PvE for Overwatch 2 and stuff like that, and people fell for it. Oh no, I'm not even gonna install the game, bro. But you ain't even put 1 hour or 15 minutes into Overwatch 2. And here we go with Overwatch Season 6, and you know, we got the story missions and everything like that. So everybody that was upset, we even see if they would even play the game then. You ain't even see people talk about this. This was fucking crazy. That's why media is well. Alright, so the new hero, the new support hero.
I carry my burdens alone.
She got a blicky.
Captive sun is ready to burn.
Okay, so an escape, a dash, or like a short form teleport look like. And her fly. I'll shoot missiles. Is that it? Is that as much as we're gonna get for her, or maybe more, right? Okay. Oh, we get a turret heal. Let's go. This is gonna be pretty interesting for certain maps and holding positions as far as like defense goes as well. So this is pretty interesting as far as being able to throw a tech tool down onto a wall and it being able to heal. So control maps are gonna be really strong for this hero as far as being able to hold it. Pretty sure like teams are gonna have to focus and destroy it. It depends on how much healing that it does do, and if it does multiple beams for healing for as far as people being in it. But this is a really interesting tech tool for a hero, for a support hero. Oh, okay, so we got a gun. So I guess that all the abilities that we see how she healed. I mean, but we didn't really get to see how she healed. All right, so here's the battle pass. Abortion. I'm gonna buy it because I didn't want the new hero like day one. Don't care about these skins though. Under a co-op event, a launch event.
Anything it takes.
Bro, they have done such a good job on keeping the information regarding this hero such a lot, bro. Lifeweaver, there was so much information for Lifeweaver before he dropped. And then we get this hero, and then we get nothing. And this is literally day of launch when there's nothing regarding this hero. But I might have to dig deep to find it. So she has a DPS shot. So maybe she will be more DPS like side healing, more of a support versus like full healing type hero.
Captive sun is ready to burn.
I take it the dash is her attack, and then or like her wait, no. Huh? Her shift? Yeah, shift. And then this is her ult where she can fly? Where she shoots a giant missile? That might... Okay, so her ult will be the giant missile, which is very, very interesting. So we have more of a DPS healer. Because from this trailer, it's kind of hard to tell 100% what type of healing this hero will be able to do. You know, and then from here, see, the one thing that we don't get from her ability, which I believe would be her main source of healing, is how much healing it does, and if this latches on to multiple heroes. Because so far, what we see and understand is that she does have an escape, which is really good. So she has a form of escape here. And then she does this, and that's an ult. She's a giant rocket, which is really good. So I feel like we were looking at more of a damage type healer support compared to the others. And if this is the case, bro, depending on how powerful this ult is and as far as AoE and damage goes, then it's gonna be quite insane. We just need to know how well she heals outside of her tools as far as standing back goes, but she could be like a brick type healer where she's more damage based and maybe heals AoE like Lucio and Brick does, which would be quite interesting because she does have like a guns blaster type thing, and then she got an escape. This is going to be OP. This ult looks good. It does.
Push forward. I'm taking the objective.
The ult looks really good. That's the only thing, because that's the heal. But I need to know if it attaches to multiple people in an area. If so, it's gonna be ridiculous on control maps. And then if you could attach that to the bot for like push, it's gonna be really good as well. But you're gonna have to know where to place these, her ability to be able to get the good heals and stuff off and use her efficiently. Especially in fights and stuff like that, because people are gonna go for that and destroy it. So if she doesn't have any heals outside of that, and depending on the cooldown that she has, is going to make her a hero that has a certain ceiling as far as understanding how to place and use these things. So I'm looking forward most depth to testing and playing this hero out, because this looks pretty interesting. And every time you see her doing damage and stuff like this. So I feel like she's a damage healer. What a gun. And then that's it as far as we get regarding her from this trailer. They kept her under wraps completely compared to Lifeweaver, where we were getting breakdowns of his abilities and all of that like pre-launch. This one we didn't get the same privilege, but I most def am looking forward to playing her. My only concern is, does her ability heal multiple people at one time? How much healing does it put out? Because the issue with Lifeweaver was that he didn't heal too much. The issue with Kiriko, she healed too much, you know. So even when it goes down to like a damage standpoint, like how much damage is she pushing out? Like how efficient is her damage? How efficient to heal? So we're gonna kind of see. I think she might be busted. Like, and that's probably why we ain't seen it yet. So we were going to see. She could go into damage and still heal. That's the good part. But like, you know, like how efficient is her damage compared to other people? You got Kiriko who can 2-tap with kunai. So how good is her like damage? But the ult looks good though. That's a big AoE blast. That's clearing a point. That's a support who could clear a point and make a play and a move. You know, So that's really interesting and a strong thing to have, because like I said, I think on control maps is probably where she'd be able to strive on in these fight situations, being able to put a heal somewhere, or it just even like in team fight situations. Boom, a lot of fighting's going on. Boom, she throw the heal thing on in an area that's really good to be able to keep the tank up, and then the team and stuff like that. And then boom, you blast, boom, you clear like the back line. Maybe you get a Zen or an Ana out of the play with the ult, which is really good because that guarantees a kill. Or whoever else, like a Widow or something like that, you're able to get those picks, and you as a support, you benefit a lot off of that play. I'd rather have her than Kiriko. We'll see. But I'm just saying, like her, like as far as like healing and damage goes, like Kiriko could 2-tap and get kills. Bap has really good consistency on damage and healing, as when you get his repetition down. So like, how good of a damage is she to be able to compete with those two picks? Every time I get an Ana, I yell at him. But Ana's so Ana's great. I don't know why you're yelling at your Anas, but Ana's great. Ana's a great healer. Anti is so good. Such a good utility tool. Ana at certain levels of play can help with the getting the Fars and Mercies out of the sky, and the Witch Cults out of there as well. So it depends on the ranking and stuff and how efficient the Ana is. But these are my thoughts on the hero that is soon to be released. Hopefully this one's a banger. Lifeweaver left a very bad taste in our mouths, and it took a full season for Lifeweaver to become better, and then even the season Lifeweaver is supposed to be getting buffed. So yeah, hopefully this one's a banger.